Hello, this is Mandarin Gaming. Welcome to the Crimes and Punishments of Sherlock Holmes, and the case was something about the bloodbath. I think the last we finished when someone died in a public bath somewhere. Hi, Toby.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Watson, can you sit on him? Like right now?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
June Lestrade at the Strand Lane bath. The ancient Roman bath at Strand Lane is soon to be reopened to the public, but what mysteries and forgotten curses might it conceal? Really? Only one person can discover the truth. I guess that would be Sherlock Holmes. Okay, Lestrade, I'm coming to you. Strand Lane bath.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Suspects?
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
The crime weapon?
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
So what, no one saw anything? My favorite type of mystery. What about witnesses? Did they see anything?
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Is this you? No, the policeman. Where was Mr. Phillips? Oh, here you are.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Well, let's examine you first. Light wrinkles. Fastidious. What does it mean, fastidious? Fastidious, very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. But scratched collar, how does that connect to a starched collar, not scratched? Starched. Shiny buttons. Manchester City. Some kind of ticket. Oh, that's telegram sent today. And the last thing that we can find. Well, that usually be his marital status, but not this time. Grooms himself lives alone. Tell us what happened.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Were there any other visitors?
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
The sequence of them coming into this bath, does it have any meaning? I used the constable that were first on the scene.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
No, you were not. Maybe you will, but you don't want to talk to me. So what do we have here? So, what does it mean? Apoditerium, Soditerium.
The changing room.
Aha, the changing room. Soditerium,
The steam room.
the steam room. So the steam room is there along with the changing room. What else we have here? This is exit, I guess. Doesn't want to highlight. Probably is.
Frigidarium.
Frigidarium. Is this something where...
The steam room's on the other side, Mr.
Oh, come
Holmes.
on, I want to check other rooms. Search the crime scene and the area of the Strand Lane bath. Find the missing weapon that was used to kill Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Philip sent a telegram from the post office at 7:30 this morning. Is this important, and why this would be important? So Phillips is from Manchester. He takes care of both himself and the establishment where he works, and he is seen as a good employee. He went out this morning to send a telegram, probably to his hometown. That's it. Let's go. So this is the changing room, and that would be the steam room. So these are their clothes.
Expensive clothes, belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
What about the shoes? Maybe there's something hidden in the shoe. No? Champagne bottle. Okay, wine label?
Champagne. For a special occasion.
Could be. I mean, I would think that there is a woman involved, but maybe not necessarily. Maybe I'm just too stereotypical in my thinking too. Melted
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
And a cork.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Yeah, so what do you think that the ice pick, well, not the ice pick, the ice itself killed someone? Not someone, I don't remember the name of the victim. It might be actually a big problem for me because I don't remember the name of the victim. And even if I remember the sequence of those people who came into the bath, I will not be able to remember their names. I don't know. Maybe I will.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
At least, I mean, I can hope, right, that I will remember that.
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
So we have 3 pile of clothes, so I expect that we have 3 suspects too. Well, to be fair, if their names will be attached to their faces, that maybe I will be able to remember them. Hello, gentlemen.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Okay, so this is the body. Where is the weapon entrance? Is it in the eye? Who are you? You're the policeman?
Mr. Holmes?
What's this? Grid.
The grid cannot be removed.
I don't want to talk to you yet. Wow. This is cool. I maybe would have wanted, like, I honestly, I hate heat, but seeing this whole aura, I would have wanted to be here, even if I'm a murder suspect.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
So I guess that we'll have to wait, or melted metal.
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
Okay, so that could be the weapon.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
What about glasses? Crack.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier.
Could be.
These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
One of the suspects or the victim. Okay, what? Steam switch.
G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Should I do it? Steam switch.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Oh, that's how they couldn't see what happened. Right, I cannot see even the switch right now anymore. Well, the steam switch, examine. I can turn it off, but that's not what I want to do, right? Because I want to explore what I can see with the steam on. Hello, gentlemen. Yeah, you really could kill someone like that, but you'd have to be very... I don't know, you'd have to with exceptional senses. So, I don't know, maybe that's someone blind? Okay, where is the body? Blood. Take.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
So what tools did you use to take the blood? The key.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Body, face. Yeah, the wound was right into the eye.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
What's that?
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Okay, why? Right hand? What's wrong with the right hand? Dirt?
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Okay, so you took it, I guess. Okay, ring finger. So he was married, but not
Look,
anymore?
Watson, he was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Oh, so you think that he removed it? Yeah, because it's still probably too visible. Wrist.
Death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous, do you know that?
The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Okay, let's talk to this fine man. Who would be the first one? Mr. Garrow, Mr. Pitkin, and Mr. Blinkhorn. Mr. Blinkhorn.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
Oh really, that's it? I want to talk to you guys.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
You don't look like in shock. You're just standing here. What's there? Blood on towel?
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Maybe he tried to save him or something.
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
I suppose. So I will need to perform analysis of the dirt and the blood. Then I will need to talk about the key, and I need to talk about an unopened bottle of champagne and the ice bucket. Well, no one wants to talk to me, so I guess that I will go and talk to Mr. Phillips again.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Well, they don't want to talk to me, so I guess there is no objections, but at the same time, wait.
Please wait, I need to do something first.
Because I want to talk to Mr. Phillips, and I'm not sure how it will work if I let you take the suspects. I don't know. Anyway, the steam room keys.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Morning telegram.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
Who brought the champagne?
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Well, could be important or maybe not. But I asked him about the key, I asked him about the champagne, and can I go? This is exit, right? Yes. Can I go inside this room? Oh, yes I can. Oh my, it's so pretty cool here. Okay, so this is Sir Rodney Bentcliffe office.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
This is awesome. Oh my, I love this stuff. Archaeological
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
So awesome.
I will need these tongs.
To collect that melted metal document. What does it say? This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be a part of something larger. At the present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what that might be. Perforated plate. Examine.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
So what, you're taking it with you too?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Another document. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Lane Bath next month. You can organize a conference at Bath? Wow. 1893 was a remarkable year from my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and record it favorably if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. So I think that the purpose and uses of public bath, they were quite different than I thought. Newspaper. There are few among us who could claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety and vigour to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms, as has oft been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who could call him unforgiving authoritarian. We would rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. Okay, who was killed? I don't remember the name of the victim. Was this Sir Rodney killed or someone else? Miraculous reopening for the Strand Lane Roman bath excavation research. So that was like an excavation and they been restored maybe? The research efforts were about to be halted when a savior arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds the key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers with all of the exciting news as it develops. There are some papers. Are they useless? Archaeological findings?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Shelves. Box. What's inside? Some kind of cards. Missing
plates. A glass
plates.
plate negative is missing.
Oh, these are plates for negatives, for film negatives.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
Okay, there are more.
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
So that was used like instead of photos. So am I done here in this room? This is all fascinating. I love this story already. I think that I'm done here in this room. Can I go further? Right, yes, the Sir Rodney Bentcliffe was killed. So that's right. So this is the office of the victim. This is kinda archaeological excavations that are like they What? No, 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 no.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Well, I was thinking that this is excavations and they were probably completed, and maybe they were, but we found out that they were not particularly safe. So that's bad, because I want to go there.
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Very good. I guess that's it. We cannot do here anything. I wonder if that area will be reopened. Mr. Phillips?
These baths are becoming sinister.
So you don't want to talk to me about anything else? Lestrade? Oh, no, wait. No. Fresh towels. I didn't see them last time. Let's take this thing.
I should analyze this melted metal.
So many analyzings to be done.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
No objections.
None, Lestrade.
Okay, so now I will be able to interrogate the suspects, examine belongings. What should I do first? To go to the Scotland Yard and examine belongings and interrogate suspects, or should I go home and perform this multiple analysis? And I also need to search archives. I think I would prefer to go home first. Okay, archives. Search for Serpent Cliff. I don't think that this is chemistry. I think this would be... Well, I thought maybe history, but I guess that it would be in newspapers. Bentcliffe's mummy. The great excavation in Osson has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe directed the archaeological work. A mummy was found with an enucleated eye and posed in an unusual position. So I don't think that was a coincidence that he was killed through his eye. The right hand was tensed, as if reaching out for something or to someone, and the right hand of the victim, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, was kind of reaching out as well, so that's not coincident either. The mummy was buried upright. She has been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished, for he saw what he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, and some symbols found in the tomb are in common with the Mithraic mysteries. Now I want to know what Mithraic mysteries is or were. Mithraism, also known as the Mithraic Mysteries, was a Roman mystery religion centered on the god Mithras. Although inspired by Iranian worship of the Zoroastrian divinity Mithra, I thought that it didn't sound like Latin or like, I don't know, Roman, but I guess I see now why. The Roman Mithras is linked to a new and distinctive imagery, with the level of continuity between Persian and Greco-Roman practice debated. The mysteries were popular among the Imperial Roman army from about the 1st to the 4th century CE. Okay, well, that's something for me to read in my own time.
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
I searched my archives and I found what I'm supposed to find, and now I have 3 different analyses to perform. Okay, let's start with the top. Analyze dirt. How we do it, I have no idea. Set focus. Okay.
Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold.
Okay, anything else?
Selenite.
Another pyrite.
White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
How are we going to do that? White London Clays? Wait, we just found it already?
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London Clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Are we going to go there? No, doesn't look like it. Or maybe we will, but later. Analyze blood.
Let us analyze this blood sample.
How are we going to do that? Again, set focus. Okay. What's that?
This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Okay, so this is a pipette. Let's take some of this peroxide and put it into the blood.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
How do you know that? And what does it tell us? Analyze metal?
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver. I must take a pipette and place several drops of acid upon the samples.
Sherlock, this is boring.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
Yeah, they look identical. So, what conclusions? Dialogue. Well, I need to talk to someone about this. The melted metal turned out to be Britannia quality silver, and I still need to talk about chilled champagne. I find it strange that there is no notes that the blood was diluted. Wait. So I like my initial thinking about that the ice was used to kill him was right, because ice got melted and it became water and it diluted the blood. I think that I'm right. But why there is no mention about it anywhere? Well, anyway, let's go to Scotland Yard. Let's check out the belongings. So this is Pitkin belongings, Garrow belongings, Blinkhorn belongings, and Bencliffe's belongings. Let's start with Bencliffe.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
That's quite peculiar ring. Interesting.
An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
You think it was stolen from the Egyptian excavations?
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
Coin?
An old and rather dirty coin.
Notebook.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Well, there is a picture. Torn pages.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sherlock, I can read it, so you can too. But there is something else too. I don't think there is something else.
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
Report from coroner. The right eyeball has been pierced to the hilt by a curved-bladed knife. The blade cuts through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe and the corpus callosum, after which, completing its trajectory in the cerebellum, caused hemorrhagic lesions. All of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there is an old injury filled with the amount of mucus and ciliated debris that may correspond to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in the grave. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. Well, there is still something.
A hand-drawn map.
There is a map. Can I use this map to find out what... no. Okay, Blinkhorn's belongings. Doesn't contain much.
An ordinary pencil.
A letter from Pitkin. Sir Gregory Pitkin, manager to Mr. Blinkhorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation at the bath to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. So the excavation had not been completed. You have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find yourself another workplace. So I think that these three men, they were not particularly friendly with each other. Garrow's belongings, bloody towel.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
And a drug file.
A file with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Well, let's hope that Garrow's okay. And Pitkin. Handkerchief.
An embroidered silk handkerchief.
Fountain
a fountain pen with solid gold trim.
So that means that he's rich. And visiting card.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Okay, now let's examine the body. Chest.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Okay, rotate the body. What are those?
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising, caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
Aha! So maybe that path that I wanted to go to, that cold room, it had some kind of well where Sir Rodney was descending. Well, let's talk to people, to these three. Do I talk with them all together or one by one? Mr. Pitkin, Mr. Blinkhorn, Mr. Garrow, and some other person there. Let's start with Mr. Blinkhorn.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Let's examine your appearance. Attentive. Rusty. Not wealthy, okay. Dirty. Recent earthwork. Once I actually noticed the dirt. Wait. Carlos. I think that he's kinda a laborer.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
You don't look too happy about that.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly?
Well, Sir Rodney was a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
What did you see?
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room, and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Your work?
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
So that letter was to this man. Because I don't remember who that letter was to. I guess it was to him, to Blinkhorn. Pitkin's letter.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
Anything unusual?
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
What does it mean? What do you mean?
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
But of course. Drug?
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
Melted silver?
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Champagne?
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
The next one is Mr. Pitkin.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
As long as we need you to. Snob. Don't like him already. Hope that he's the killer. Yeah, arrogant look, I noticed that too. I mean, the artist of this game is really good. Like, you can tell this just by looking at the expression of the characters here. Disdain. Aristocratic roots. Gold chain, cashmere waistcoat, man over wealth.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes, I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
Sir Rodney?
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
You were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Okay, we'll ask him. Recent unusual event?
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
Your work?
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Yeah, remember that letter. So I need to ask about this letter again?
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Drug?
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Melted silver?
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
That's it? Champagne?
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Well, we cannot ask Sir Rodney, right? And the last one is Mr. Garrow.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
Let's examine you first. Badly shaven. Eye bags. He was crying, probably. What's this? Protective arm. Superstitious. So he's worried. Dirty clothes. Well, what's the last thing? Where are you hiding? The last hint. The last... Not hint, I don't know how this call things. Last clue. Last thing that I can find out about you. Where is it hiding? Oh wait, hello. Perspiration. Your profession?
What is your occupation?
I am a counsellor at the district chamber.
What were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
Sir Rodney?
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then, you know, this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but, oh...
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear... No, nothing. I'm better now.
The murder.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
Saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Well, I still do think that was ice. Recent unusual event.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh.
What do you mean wet coins? What about his ring?
His ring? Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now.
Old coin.
This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know.
Drug.
Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it.
Melted silver.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Oh, so you did it. Okay.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
And what's your opinion on that, Sherlock? Well, next I think that I need to go home and try to understand. Wait, no, I still cannot do that.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
I thought that that map that I found I would... yes, this map that I would want... that I would need to compare it to this map. Maybe not. Maybe later. I don't know. Maybe I need to do some deductions first. I want to read about all these people. So we have Percival Blinkhorn. Percival Blinkhorn is a true archaeologist who lives and breathes his work. He has remained in his profession for 15 or 20 years. Really, he doesn't look too old. And still seems to enjoy it. Then we have Gregory Pitkin. Gregory Pitkin is the model of an upper-class citizen. He is rich in a well-respected position and he considers this his birthright. Whatever he may have done, he certainly does not believe that he should be in prison for it. And Tristram Garrow. Tristram Garrow is in his early 30s. He suffers from severe myopia. He seems very disturbed, which is possibly due to the shock of the murder, but not from that alone, as he is unshaven and clad in old dirty clothes. So what I need to do now is to do some deductions. I have a lot of clues. Inside the brazier, Britannia silver was found melted in the brazier, and I think that was Garrow. Garrow told something that he put it in there, but it didn't help. It was too late or something, was too strong. Oh right, actually, possible silver weapon. An item of silver has been recently melted in the brazier. Sir Rodney's lie. Sir Rodney was lying to everyone about his work. He was working alone and secretly. Sir Gregory wanted to fire Blinkhorn in order to stop the excavation of the Roman baths so that he might open them to the public. I'm not sure that these are connected, but this is a very good thing. Stolen notes. According to Sir Rodney's notes, he was about to make a remarkable discovery. A mortal secret. Why would Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? What's this? The last expedition find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder and uncover his precious secret. That's that map that I need to explore. Very liquid blood and strange wood. Steam, moisture. The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam, but no, I think that the presence of water in the blood is an explained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. I think that was ice. Effective arrival. Pitkin's fight. Sir Gregory wanted to fight. Oh yeah, right. These two are connected. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Blinkhorn's humiliation. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at a high cost to his moral. Blinkhorn's interest. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of their working together and the chance of learning from him. I don't know, I cannot say, but let's think that that's an interest. Champagne. Champagne and a strange wound. No, nothing connects to the champagne yet. I think that champagne is connected to the weapon. Stolen notes doesn't connect to anything. Inside brazier. Okay, well I think that I'm done here for now. I cannot connect anything else. So now I will be able to compare the map to, yes, identify map location.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Is this a river or... No, doesn't look like a river. Okay, here it is.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
St. Albans. Site is closed until further notice. This is beautiful. Really, the artist that was working on this is... Like, look at that leaf. Okay, Watson.
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
Well, he found something interesting here. I just appreciate it for a second. Domium Hadriano. Is that a name?
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
Desk. Map.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Document? What's this? Hidden temple of Mithras. Followers of Mithras were covered, worshipping more conventional deities, such as Juno or Juno or Neptune in their everyday lives. Mithras temples were usually found below the temples of other gods. Mithras followers often referred to their traditional deities to gain passage to the Mithraeum. The example of the Mithraeum of Dio in France is interesting, as the entrance was located beneath a carved statue of Diana. This entrance was possibly revealed by a clever stone and rope mechanism, which may never have been discovered if the water infiltration had not destroyed the mechanism, opening the way down to the Mithraeum. Mithraic temples can be found in Rome, Ostia, Namibia, Dalmatia, Britain, and along the Rhine-Danube frontier, while being somewhat less common in Greece, Egypt, and Syria. Well, now I think I know why the Sir Rodney's back and waist were damaged by ropes. Shelf. Another document. Curses and beliefs. And empty coconuts that they used to imitate the sound of horses' hooves. Another strange ritual for the old gods to keep the evil spirits away. The people, feeling that the dark eye was upon them, would melt their valuables in the fire. Oh, that what his name, Garrow, meant when he told that it was too strong, that it didn't help to keep the evil spirit away. Sub-Saharan tribes burned fruits, and the rich Roman families spared no expense melting silver or tin. It is not recorded if such valuable offerings were thrown away with the ashes or if they were reused at a later date. Another desk. So many desks. And another document, maybe? Yes. Taroctony knife. The knife used by Mithras for the taroctony, the sacrifice of the bull, is originally a curved sacrificial blade of piercing origin. Its curve can be from 5 to 15 degrees. The name is derived from the Persian Shamshir, which means sword. The radically curved sword family includes the Shamshir, Scimitar, Talwar, Kilij, Pulvar, and Mongol saber. A myth of the golden knife is the key to the Mithraic mysteries that some describe as an equivalent to the Holy Grail. The golden knife carries a curse that will spill the blood of the unworthy who would dare to touch it. Very interesting. Metal cubes. Let's take them all. I thought that you would be satisfied with just one. And another document. Mithraic mysteries. The cult of Mithras was a mysterious religion practiced within the Roman Empire from around the 1st to 4th century AD. The name of the Persian god Mithra, adapted by the Greek as Mithras, was linked with a new and distinctive imagery. Worshippers of Mithras had a complex system of 7 grades of initiation with ritualistic meals. Initiates would meet in the underground temples, called Mithraea, that were retained in large numbers. The iconic scenes of Mithra show him as being born from a rock and slaughtering a bull. Taroctony. So I need to talk to someone about a book about Mithraic mysteries and the cult of Mithras, and I think that someone would be Garrow, his name was, right? Yes. And another thing is that I need to perform analysis on metal. We finished in this shed. I think so. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? More documents? No, thanks. Thanks, God. Ooh. Are we going down there? Fresco.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
Oh, well, okay, good. What does it tell me, this information? Let's go further. But to be honest, I'm a bit... I wouldn't say that I'm scared, but I'm a bit anxious. Area 2 pits. The ropes.
I don't need the ropes for now.
But we will need them later. The object of interest. Are we going down? Are we going to go down a well? Well, not a well. I know that. Yes, that's probably a temple. Maybe not. Like, I'm not sure, but I do enjoy this. Let's take it with us and let's examine this.
Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush.
So we are not going down yet, but I think that we will do that. Maybe not here, maybe here. This place is huge too. Look at all this. Honestly, didn't expect that I would be just wandering around the excavation. Well, I don't see anything here. Railway.
This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
Tablinium. Oh my. There is something.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
So there is a fresco or something like that. And this is the bath. Frigidarium. Well, I think that I'm done here, no?
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
And I will do that. Okay, there is another shed. Arthurus Domium. More documents. Dear Lord Blackmore, the manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, was quite a nuisance at the start when I arrived. After you stepped in, he became rather more helpful. Occasionally people of his rank are not well suited to a work of such great magnitude. They lack the necessary vision. In a few weeks' time, I hope to bring good news of the Strand Lane bath. I am on the verge of discovering a major archaeological artifact, one that might be used politically by your party to demonstrate the strength of our ancestors and fulfill the need to protect our empire from any present and future threats. Kind regards, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Another document. Calvin. Hopes, and you consider yourself as being so smart and funny? I had a good laugh when you froze Miss Durkin's notes about the Ark of Hadrian in the ice. However, our thesis exams are just ahead, and as you are the so-called brain of your improbable duo, I have to warn you that my Gastrophites model, ancient Greek crossbow, and not the medical device to relieve constipated people, as you might have thought, is not to be touched, or else I'll have to inform Mr. Wormwood about everything you've done these past 2 years. P.S. I ate Hope's tuna sandwich. Spittle. Now we are talking about ice and bow.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
I don't do anything with it yet. Maybe I need to look at the schematics.
The gastrophetes were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Pitkin's complaint. Sir Gregory was complaining about the power that Sir Rodney appeared to have to hold over the bath. So Pitkin's worries. Pitkin feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the Roman bath because of Sir Rodney. He was angry because of these Pitkin's hopes. Pitkin expects to receive much of value from Sir Rodney research. The work will increase the bath's renown and popularity. Who knows? What's this? Board.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
And this is the
The
schematic.
gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Wait, are we going to use the rope and crossbow or something to get onto that ruin? Maybe. Hi, horsey. Oh no, you're not a horsey, you're a bull.
It is a broken statue of a bull.
Minerva.
It is a statue of Minerva.
Minerva. And this is...
Neptune, the god of the sea.
And we are not talking about other statues. Well, the search of the excavation completed, so I suppose that we are done here. No, we have some books.
Construction hooks.
Hooks, not books. It's another object of interest. So I guess that I will be using them to either go down the well or temple or something, or to go... I'm not sure. Maybe I will use them to go to that wall. But I cannot take them with me yet, so that's probably I will do that sometime later. Can I take rope with me yet?
I don't need the ropes for now.
Okay. Find the use. St. Albans site has a statue of Neptune, the god of the sea. Find a use. There is a statue of Minerva, the goddess of war, at St. Albans too. Then there is fresco of Vulcan. Find a use. Fresco depicting Vulcan and Cyclops at work in the forge. Huh. Well, he's refusing to take ropes or hooks or anything, so that's probably not now. But Sir Rodney Bencliffe has left leads that point towards the Frigidarium at the Roman bath. So that's probably where we need to go. But maybe I need to analyze those metal pieces and probably talk to the suspects. Combine the cubes. Oh, I need to
There are
combine
12
them.
pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Rotate and swap mold pieces depending on their shape to position them in accordance to each other.
I will count this piece as a starting point.
Okay, so this is the starting point. So I cannot rotate it. So this is the correct... This is difficult puzzle. Okay, well the only... cube with triangle shape at the bottom is this one. Oh no, there is another one. Well, there's too much, but these two don't. Oh, now they're much. Okay. No, that was wrong. I didn't want to do that. So these four are correct. I think that this one I need to swap with this one. No, that's not correct. So I found the fifth one. Nice. 6 already. So the one that could go on top here would be this part. Yes. Then the one that would go on top on this corner would be this part. I think it needs to be rotated. Like so. Good. Almost done. Just these two. This one goes here like so. This one. No, no, no! And this one like so.
It is a mould, and it is ready for casting. The mould is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution.
Okay, let's pour it.
Now let us see what we have here.
And we have a knife.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson.
The mold form. Champagne. No. Strange wound. Yes. Molded weapon. The mold was used to create the murder weapon. Could be create a silver knife. Check if we can create a silver knife with the materials found. How? Oh, just here on my lab.
Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold.
Okay, so this is the silver piece. I put it in here. Yes.
It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further.
Okay. Let's take it.
The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done. Now I can proceed further. A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
So do I still think that that was ice? Silver knife. We can create a silver weapon from the clues found in the crime scene. Britannia's silver was found melted in the brazier. The silver weapon was used and then destroyed in the brazier after the crime. Maybe? Like I had my other thoughts, but maybe that's right. So now I need to talk to someone about the book about Mithraic mysteries and cult of Mithras. Who would be the right person, I think? So, Mr. Garrow? Or maybe let's go to the bath again.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Can I talk to you?
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.
Okay, anything interesting here? It's evening already. And this is so beautiful. But also a bit scary. Hello? Is this water? Yes, and he doesn't want to go into the water ship. Where you see the ship?
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
Really? One-eyed face. Well, that was a ship, and this is one-eyed face. And this is a wraith. And this is a scorpion. And then we have nothing. There's a ladder. What's this? I don't know how this is pronounced. Cadissus. Trident. Jug. Marvelous. Spider. So how do I know in which sequence I should press them all? Is there any hint somewhere? Helmet. There's also a helmet. I don't know. Can I just press them all? Wait.
A hidden symbol.
There are symbols as well. Do we have a hidden symbol here too? No. Wraith. We don't have their symbol either. Scorpion. No symbols there. No symbols there. Trident. We have a symbol here.
A symbol.
A jug. No symbols there. Oh, some bugs, beetles, spider. No symbols there. And a helmet.
A hidden sign. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Really? Figure select. Do they connect? Okay, well this is not an easy task. And I cannot say that I fully understand what I'm supposed to do here. Like these two don't connect. Not really. Oh wait, maybe they do. Look at this. I'm not sure that that means anything. I'm not sure that this is correct. But... Alright.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
Oh, not the dead bust, but the bust on the opposite side. This bust. Whew. Okay, well I honestly don't want to go down that well or that temple, as I think that this is...
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
Are you sure? Lamp. Very useful. Broken glass
A broken
plate.
glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
So what? Sir Rodney wanted to kill someone, but he was killed himself instead?
A sack of crude salt.
Are we going to go here? I don't want to go here, it's scary. And that is so beautiful. Fresco. Why doesn't he want to examine this fresco, but only this? And not even this one, which is covered, but this one.
Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Another fresco, lots of different frescoes.
This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
The initiation grades of the cult of Mithras. Will I use it in my journey? Or they're the same? Okay. What's this? Pillar? There is nothing... No. Brushwood.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Do we need to fire everything? Every pillar? Looks like it. Another shadow. Well, hello?
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb.
I love this shadow play. Do I need to... No, not this one. Collapsed
The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
So I will not be able to fire this one, but I will be able to use my imagination, okay? But I have more pillars that I can fire up. Are these all pillars? Yes. Okay, let's use imagination. Okay, so what do we have now? We have trident, we have animal head, we have arch, and we have face.
It is very similar to the face of Mithras. This shadow seems to represent a bridge.
That's a bridge. Okay.
It resembles a bull. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Well, we have a shovel here.
A shovel, not from the Roman era.
New one.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. We cannot go any further.
Okay, any idea what we should do then? Skeleton.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
Oh, that's sad. And the arm as well, stretched to the right. No, this is the left arm.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
I have a question. Are we going to be punished by the eye too? Because I don't want that. I don't like me being here. I'm scared.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb.
I think that we should go back. Okay, so I saw that maybe I need to unpush these blocks, but I don't have this option. So that's probably not here that I need to work with the Neptune and bridge, other stuff. The Mitram lies hidden at the St. Albans excavation site. The bridge piers seem to hold a secret. Okay, I will go there. First, I want to go back home to perform analysis. I cannot rotate them. This is just how they look. That's it. Will these two go together? Oh, the third one. Perfect. So what's
Done.
that?
Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph? Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
The pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Right.
Another archaeologist, most probably.
Do we know him?
Salt. Ice. Ice cream. Sir Rodney.
Anything else? Alright.
Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Okay, glass plate negative. A glass plate negative of Sir Rodney eating ice cream in front of the pyramids. It reveals how to make ice cream by mixing salt and crushed ice. It was destroyed. Salt and ice. Where is it? Here it is. Ice trial. Someone was experimenting with the Roman method of ice production. So we are going to experiment as well, I guess. Let's try it. Ice experiment.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold.
Where is the water? This is the water.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts. A block of ice. I have only to use my ice pick.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
I'm not sure that it will work.
Empty.
I think I failed it.
We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing.
Am I doing it right this time? I think so.
It's empty.
Almost there. I just need to be...
We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing.
It's so difficult to be precise with the timing because every time I take an ice pick, it goes directly into the middle of the screen, not to the ice bucket. Will it work this time? It should. Why not? So I need to wait when it posts, I guess. It seems so. Are we there? Are we there?
Excellent.
Yes!
Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen. An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Ice weapon, champagne. Method: the ice knife. The murderer hid the weapon inside the ice bucket with champagne. After the attack, the knife was left to melt, so causing the excess of water in the blood pool. Well, now I need to find the murderer. And to do that, I need to talk to someone about a book. Do I talk to... No, I think that Mr. Phillips didn't tell me anything. So let's go to the Scotland Yard and let's talk to these three. Let's start with Mr. Garrow.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Mithras.
Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
The next one, Mr. Blinkhorn.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
So who's initiated among these three?
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary. And we had hoped... it is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
And the last one?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
Interesting. Garrow's behavior. Everyone has noticed that Garrow has been acting very strangely and complaining of frightening hallucinations. Is this connected to his drug? Maybe Garrow's illness. Garrow is tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse. He has been driving insane and condition worsened by the medication he is taking. Garo is a melancholic. He's a victim of over-medication, hence the hallucinations and unpredictable behavior. His state has been worsened by the shock of Sir Rodney's death. I think that that's a weakness, at least for now, I think so. But now I need to go to the St. Albans again and to explore the Neptune, the bridge, and something else. I have a picture here. The Neptune, the Bull, the bridge. Is it Neptune or Neptune or somehow differently?
Neptune, the god of the sea.
Ah, I guess that now I need to take the rope. Can I take it? Yes. And the hooks. There was something else too, but I don't remember what it was. Was it here in the shed? Alright.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Ah, I still cannot use it. Okay, well, we have a bull here. We have a Neptune here. We have Minerva here. And honestly, I don't know what I should be doing. Aha, so
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. There might be something behind these leaves. I'll have to find a way of getting there.
So now I will be able to take this crossbow. Now I can examine it. I can rotate it.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Mechanism, handle joint, and the bow. Well, but there is no indicator. Oh, bow rabbit. Come on.
Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets.
Okay. Very not easy.
This one is ready.
Okay.
This one is ready.
And the last one.
The bridge is ready. Now I must cross it.
Oh god. Take a step. Shift left to left. Shift left to right. It's difficult. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
How do you expect Watson to cross this bridge?
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
It is scary again. Scary, scary, scary case. But really good. Mysterious, I like this stuff, but still scary. Symbol. Well, very good. What does it mean?
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Oh, that's the initiation thing. So there is a bird, there is a bucket, and there is this thing. I guess that we need to go to...
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
So I guess that we need to go this way. Okay, so after this we need to go here. here. Oh my. Table with stones. Rock. Another rock and another rock. Oh, these are the scales. What's the goal? I wanted to look around because maybe there's a hint. Do I need to make them all equal, or do I need to make steps of them? Or something like that, because I didn't realize that. Oh, here you go. So I needed to make them all equal. But after that step, the next step would be... Yeah, that's the right one, the helmet. This is the right helmet, right? Because there... I'm not sure that this is... What is this? Is this helmet or not? But this is the helmet definitely, and it's on the picture that I'm looking at right now. Okay, after the helmet we have... seems like this bug. I think that this is bug or something, I don't know. Okay, after the bug, it's would be moon. We have moon here. Alright, this is a moon with a thin, and this is the one that I should go. And after that, this would be this thing. I have no idea what this is. But this is where I should go, and the next one will be the last one. And there's two ways. And I don't know which way I should go. I think that they're both leading to the same place. Okay, and the last one is, well, that should be this thing, which I still don't know what that is. I think I should go upstairs. Wow.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
Are we sure you want to get it? Because I know that I wouldn't want to go in there and to get it. I really wouldn't. There are some kind of levers. There is only one lever. I thought that there would be multiple. Alright, there is another one. Oh, but it's behind the gate. Oh, okay.
Watson, I need your help.
Okay, now it's Sherlock. Sherlock's turn to... Oh, nice, there are 3 levers. But I'm stuck here now. No! I want to switch to Watson now. So this was this gate, right? So let's activate it. Yes, that's where Watson is. Oh my god, it's so dark here, I cannot see a thing. There are more levers. Where is this leading? Oh, this is exit.
I cannot leave Holmes trapped here alone, even though he did ruin my favourite handkerchief.
Let's try these levers then.
This mechanism seems inactive. Most likely the door it controls has already been opened.
What about this one? I don't know which levers I already did or which I didn't. Well, I just want to leave. Can we leave?
I cannot leave Holmes trapped here alone.
He's not trapped.
Even though
He's
he did
just...
ruin my favourite handkerchief.
He's not trapped. He's here with you. Can I skip this puzzle? Don't like it. I'm confused and lost. Oh, broken lamp.
This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidaria. The murderer left this lamp.
But I don't know. I don't even know if these are gates that would get open or... Okay, I hate this puzzle. Hey, finally I'm here. Oh my! But I'm trapped! Okay, well I'm not trapped anymore. And now I think I will be able to do that. Okay, that was hard. But I'm finally here.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case. Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Oh, but I think that we already know how to do that. Okay, so now Watson can go inside here. And Sherlock is still... No, the wrong lever. I think it should be this one. Sherlock, you're free to go. Hey! Finally. Let's go. So now I only have to decide who killed Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Golden knife, stolen notes, data in together. Valuable secret. Sir Rodney's secret was an important discovery, a metaphorical bomb. He could use it as a powerful means of annihilating anyone who stood in his way, that he alone might take the fame and the glory. But I personally think that would be Blinkhorn. Blinkhorn is the servant specialist who is aware that he is about to be cast aside over a major discovery. He will lose his chance over a lifetime. But maybe not. Or maybe he is. I don't know, let's try him. Blinkhorn, Ice Knife. He killed Sir Rodney to avenge an abuse of power. The death would be to his financial benefit and would allow him to emerge as a luminary in his field. He used a nice-made reproduction over the golden knife of Mithras. Condemned, Blinkhorn knew of Bentcliffe's intention to take all of the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan to eliminate Bentcliffe, and for this he deserves the rope. Absolved Blinkhorn. He devoted his life to discovering the golden knife, and the credit was about to be stolen by Bentcliffe. If he had been given the opportunity to claim ownership of his discovery, he would not have killed Bentcliffe. I want to check my notes. A legendary Mithras Taroctony knife. I don't know, I think that it's Percival Blinkhorn. So that's what I will go with. Condemned Blinkhorn. Yes.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to them, Mr. Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live.
You...
The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How...
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared.
It...
But now I am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
No, I don't think that's him. Oh no, that's right. Huh. Just he didn't look like he was guilty. Okay then, accept decision, I'm done. Justice seeker. People solved the case the same way, people made the same moral choice, 70%. Not bad. The Abbey Grange affair. The next case that I will explore next time. But let's see the beginning of this case.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come. I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Okay, and that will be done next time. For now, thank you for watching, see you next time, hope you enjoyed it, that was an awesome case. Bye bye.